Today we welcome local author Nelly Tonchev, who goes by the pen name Ronesa Aveela. Thank you for joining us for our Meet the Author program offered by the Virginia Beach Public Library.
Thank you, Christine.
Let me begin by asking you to tell us about your background and how you got started with writing.
I was born and raised in a Bulgarian household, and I lost my father when I was very early age. So after finishing art school, my mother wanted me to be successful in life, and I completed master in finance. But even so, I never gave up on, my passion for art and writing. And after moving to the States back in late 90s, I started to paint and write again as a freelancer. I was lucky enough, and I met Rebecca Carter. She's my friend, and also she's my writing partner. Um, she had a strong background in publishing. So this is how Ronesa Aveela, our pen name, was born. And I call this power of two. So we collaborate, and we managed to publish 29 books, and we built a strong reader base. Some of our books achieved awards. So this is my story.
All right, tell us about your latest book.
Our latest book is called 77 and a half Magical Healing Herbs. When I was a child, my grandmother would introduce me to a lot of rituals, and some of them were magical. It was hard for me to understand them. I was always asking questions. She always was saying on June 24th, the Midsummer Day, she was saying on Anu Day, the stars fly down, infusing herbs and water with magical healing power. So any of them is the Bulgarian word for Midsummer Day, June 24th. These words were always, something that I wanted to understand, and I also wanted to learn, more about the rituals that are done on Midsummer Day. And this is how I started researching, working with Rebecca, looking different sources from Slavic folklore, and we wanted to have a list of all these herbs that are included in the magical ritual on Midsummer Day, and this is how the book was born.
I'd like to move on to the publishing aspect of your book. Are you self-published or do you have a publisher?
We're self-published. This is difficult, but this is how we decided to pursue 14 years ago. It's very difficult, I should say, because we're not just a publisher, but we are a proofreader, we're the editor, we're a designer, we do the marketing and advertising our books. But I think what is great about being an self-publish, we have control over the process from start to finish.
Yes. So you continue to be self-published then, as you say, after all this time, you have not ever gone to a publisher?
No, we decided just to have freedom, and we have this unique niche. Our books are inspired by Slavic folklore, mythology. Um, so we never went to a publisher.
Right. Tell me, how do you promote your work?
So promote our work. This is a lot of work. You have to write, and you have to find time to you know, make sure that people are aware of your books. You have to find the right target for your books. So we are promoting our books in different platforms. We're promoting our books on social media, um, through retailer advertising. Um, the hardest part for us is to build our reputation, or I call this our brand. So I think now, if you search for us, for Ronesa Aveela, you see our name listed on multiple platforms, blogs, and it's a constant brand around mythology, folklore. So it took us 10 years to build this brand. We also have a blog. I encourage people to visit our blog. It's ronesaavila.com. We always publishing new articles, not daily, but we try to do this weekly. And there's a wealth of knowledge, very unique, interesting articles inspired by folklore and mythology.
I'm impressed, Nelly, with your efforts there. I have to say that this is the step that a lot of local authors struggle with. In the past, I've talked to many people who aren't quite sure what to do or how to go about promoting their work, and it sounds like you've really got it down to a good method there.
Yeah, we have a few articles also to help authors how to, writers how to promote their work. So everyone is welcome to visit our blog and learn more, and they can contact us as well. We don't mind sharing and supporting our community.
I like that. Good. All right, moving along to the question, where do you get ideas for your books?
I think from my roots, during my childhood, I witnessed many unique rituals and beliefs practiced by my grandparents, my parents. Um, this ritual have been survived thousands of years and have been practiced by Bulgarians, by Greeks, and other Slavic people for countless generations. Some of this, stories and rituals may seem very silly, but the fact that they're still with us, it's a, strong message, how the forces of nature and love are strong today. With my work, I want to introduce our audience to this ancient customs, rituals, and traditions that have survived throughout the century. And then if you ask Rebecca, my writing partner, she will tell you that I have ideas for 20 years in the future. There's always something, um, uh, for a fact, we're already working on our next project. There will be a book about Baba Yaga, the famous Slavic goddess. Some people call witch, some people call her goddess, but I think this will be another very interesting book from our series about spirits and
Yes.
Slavic mythology. Yeah.
I think so. I'm interested, Nelly, because as a child, I remember reading a story about Baba Yaga. So I will have to check out your next book when it comes. Next, can you explain a little about your writing process?
So what we do, I'm usually the idea, the creative part of Ronesa. So once I have the idea, me and Rebecca were collaborating to write the plot of the book or start the research after we agree on a topic, the structure of the book. And we just, have different we're using different tools. We're using like dump map to define the main topics,
Yes.
making sure, when we're working on the plot, there's not like a plot holes in the plot, making sure we have lists of, our characters, description of each, at least, we try to do this at the beginning. Some people, I know each person is different. Some people waiting until the end, then they have to go back and edit over. I would say, if you ask me about editing, we do a lot of write and edit until we think it's brilliant. But in most cases, there's always something little that you're able to see. And so this is how we work. And as I said, we're managed to publish 29 books. The latest book is 77 and a half herbs. So this is another strong project.
Mhm. I feel that perhaps it's a helpful thing to have a partner in your writing, because then there's two of you kind of going back over the story, and two of you, as you say, looking for the editing issues and so forth. So it sounds like it would be a nice thing to have an extra person there rather than just writing it all by yourself.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. And it's hard also to work with other person because it's like sort of like a marriage, right?
I can see that.
You have
Yeah.
to compromise. But again, I think we complement each other. So I have a lot of ideas. She's very strong in like editing and keeping me in line, making sure that I'm not going to to start with our next book or my next idea. So it's it's
Yes.
working well.
It sounds like a good partnership.
Yes, it
Uh,
is.
All right. Tell me about where your book is available for purchase. Where can we buy it?
So with this book, we have different approach. So what we did, we're utilizing a platform called Kickstarter. And I'm not sure if people are aware of the platform, but it's not a GoFundMe platform, but it's a platform where you can sell your book and you have people who um, or followers who will back your project, and in return they'll get a copy of your book. So our project was successful. We started 15 days ago. Our project was selected Project We Love, which is a statement for brilliance. So we're very happy. After the campaign is over, which is the campaign is ending in a few days. The book will be available for purchase there, and then will be available on all major stores, and probably will be available on our blog as well. All of our books are available on Amazon, Walmart, Barnes and Noble, all major platforms. We have a page on ronesaavila.com where we can see, where we can purchase our books. We have different, we have also audiobooks. And another thing I want to point out is on the page on our blog, people can see um, if the books are available in other languages.
Huh.
Yeah, so we have some in Bulgarian, we have some in Italian, and we have some in Portuguese.
Tell me, will your books be available as electronic books, as ebooks as well?
Yes, hardback, electronics, and audiobooks.
That sounds great. All right. And what is a piece of advice that you would give to aspiring writers?
I think, the best way to succeed is to know your readers, your audience. And this, takes time. Um, People need to, you know, start reading your books, falling in love with you, trusting you that
Yes.
you're subject matter expert, because you have to, even in one sentence in our books, we're spending weeks sometimes to research to write a sentence and making sure that it's accurate, especially in a nonfiction, and for fiction as well. So, as I said, all of them are inspired by the mythology and folklore. So we've done a lot of research. And another thing is you have to give back to the community before you ask everyone to help you and buy your books. So we do a lot of outreach. We're helping our Bulgarian community, our writing community as well. So we're very, very proactive. Another thing is never give up. So if you have something, you have story to tell, write it. And I think you'll be successful. If not, you'll fail and then you try again.
Yes. Sounds like good advice. Nellie, that brings me to the end of questions I have for you. Do you have anything else to add to what you said here?
I don't have anything to add. I think this was an excellent opportunity to participate in this program, and I hope I provide enough information to your listeners and readers, so they will visit our blog. And again, um, if they wanted to contact us, Rebecca and me, I'll be happy to address if they have any questions.
Very good. Again, thank you for joining me today, Nelly. It's been a pleasure talking with you, and best of luck with your new books.
Thank you.